Hello everyone, my name is Amy.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're from the Education Department here at the Kansas City Zoo. We brought along a couple of our favorite animal ambassadors, and they happen to be from Australia. Now, our first one is actually one of my favorite reptiles in the animal kingdom. This is a bearded dragon, and his name is Grant. They are cold-blooded, and they get their name because they have an incredible defense mechanism. So if Grant or one of his species were feeling threatened, they would open up their mouths, hiss a little bit, puff out their beard, darken it, flatten their body to make themselves look really big and dangerous, the art of intimidation. But it's all for show because they're not really that threatening. You can see on his body, he also looks like he has some spikes. I'm not having any discomfort holding him at all. Again, it's another layer of intimidation to keep themselves safe in the wild. These animals can get to be about 12 to 24 inches in length. A lot of that is tail, and you may have heard that many lizards can drop their tail and regenerate it. Well, unfortunately for Grant and his species, that is not the case. If a predator were to grab onto its tail, it would not be able to grow back. Now lastly, we actually have something in common with Grant. The scales are made out of something called keratin. And keratin is the same material in our hair and fingernails. Now we love having Grant as an animal ambassador. As you can see, he's feeling very comfortable with the limelight right now. And we're gonna meet another Australian animal ambassador. Take it away, Ryan.
All right, so this is Tilly, and this is a pied Imperial Pigeon. They get that name pied from their black and cream colored feathers, which a lot of other animals that have pied, they have that same coloration on their bodies. Like Grant, Tilly is from Australia, although you can also find pied Imperial Pigeons in the Philippines and other parts of Southeast Asia. Tilly loves figs. In the wild, you find these birds living in large flocks in the tallest trees that have figs in them. And they don't migrate, but during the afternoon and the mornings, they'll all move together to a new tree to find enough food for everybody. That flock behavior is really important for these birds because birds like this, they actually don't have very many defenses. Her beak isn't really sharp because she likes to eat a lot of soft foods. Her claws down there, they're also kind of dull. So these birds find safety in numbers and in their really great flying ability. If you look at Tilly's chest, they have really big flight muscles in there, and that actually allows them to move from island to island, which is why they're so widespread across the Philippines and other islands in between Asia and Australia. So one last thing about Tilly is that she's actually really important for a lot of plants that they feed on. These birds can eat a lot of different types of fruit whole, and once they've finished digesting that fruit, they'll cough up or eliminate the seeds from them. And because they're birds, they move through their environment like for miles or really good distances, and that leads to them dispersing seeds very far from the parent tree. So as she's eating the fruits from those trees that she enjoys, she is helping those trees spread their seeds far and wide. So she's a really important part of her environment. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Tilly and Grant, and please sure to just keep looking at our social media here from the Kansas City Zoo, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.